Hello, and welcome to this Let's Build series. I'm going to be building kind of a Californian styled Rambler in this video. It's taking cues off of things I've seen just on satellite, a couple of things in person I've seen in communities out there. It's kind of going to be a smaller footprint sort of thing as opposed to the much larger homes that I normally build. And that's kind of the whole theme of this little development here, which is basically to pack a lot of house into a small space. Let's take a quick look through this one. And let me start my timer real quick. I like to keep these at or under 15 minutes, but easier said than done. Anyways, yeah, we're going to take a look at this house real quick, just to kind of give an emphasis on what I'm saying. This is a fairly small house on the outside, relative to, most of the houses in my main world, but still, it's got a pretty large main family area. It's got 3 bedrooms upstairs, all on one level, and a bathroom. All in, what is, as I said, relatively speaking, a pretty small space. So that's kind of the running theme I'm going with these. And indeed, that is kind of the running theme of a lot of the housing developments out there. You have a lot of house packed into a very small space. Relatively speaking, of course. So, yeah, as opposed to places like the Midwest here, where stuff sprawls out quite a lot. They still have the sprawl, but the houses are a lot more condensed. Anyways, for the time being, we're just going to use spruce wood and hardened clay. And it's going to be a lot like this house over there, design-wise, just without the bars on the windows. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Then go up with that, and we'll go back 4 blocks from here. So that is 5 total. Now this is just going to be a little kind of window from the entryway. Then there will be a door here. And then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that's the front clip of the house, the starting of it at least. Then we will go back by how many blocks? 9? Nope. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we'll go up, fill this whole thing in, because there won't be any windows on this wall. And also, let me just kind of rough in this space a bit. So there's going to be a fireplace here, so I'm just going to knock this out, build this column up here, which is going to be the, basically, exhaust for the fireplace. Let's go ahead and put in the window real quick, just for the sake of it. Same with this one. We'll put in one more pillar like that. Alright, so now, we will go back. Yep. And we'll start bringing this in, because this is going to stick out one more from the kitchen area, one more block. Yeah, my handy dandy little cheat sheet here showing the exact design of it. Well, not exact, of course, but just a general plan, something to stick by. This will be the doors out to the patio. We're going to go out 1 block like this, as I was talking about. Just 1, Alright, so then 2 blocks here. 1, 2. Looks like we're 1 block extra. Oh, that was supposed to be a 3 that I had written down there. Terrible handwriting shoots me in the foot, as always. Alright, so that's 3 blocks. Now we'll go ahead and put in the windows here. And then we'll put the windows on the side, too. So, let's see. 2 blocks, 2 blocks, and then 1. Then another 2, and then we fill in basically the whole thing. There will be a service door from the garage right there, and that's that. So that's the exterior of the house, or at least the very beginnings of it. Guess we can get rid of these 2 for the time being while we work on the roofing. So I'm going to use the spruce wood for the trim and the dark oak for the majority of the rest of it. So we'll just start off by placing this, and framing it with the spruce. have to say, I've really warmed up to this the dark oak stuff. I didn't really like it at first because the texture pack I was using at the time, it didn't look all that great. Like, it just looked, I don't know. It actually looked lighter than the spruce, and that was in the Cottery Craft, I want to say. Yeah, it looked lighter than spruce, and it's like, well, what's the point of using this? But I think Cottery updated, so it doesn't really look like that anymore. And this one I'm using now, what's it called? I forget. Flows HD, I think. It looks pretty good in Flows too, so it looks good, and I'll use it. So there's the side there. How many does that go up? I think that goes 2 above the roof line. Let me run and check real quick, because I'm kind of trying to keep all these houses basically not identical in the conventional sense, but very similar at least, and that's not right. That's how that should be. So that goes above, one above the rest of the roof, just has the thing sticking up on top of it here. If it seems like I'm talking nonsense, I probably am. I've been up since 5:15 today. Got about 4 hours of sleep, so that was very nice. I'm just running on momentum at this point. Really like to take a nap, but unfortunately there's stuff I'd like to do even more than taking a nap, so that's what I'm doing. Anyways, yeah. So we're just going to keep going with the roof line here, just kind of sporadically, like I tend to do things. Now, how do I do this? How did I do this with this house? Oh, okay, yeah, I think I just didn't even have that top thing. That's right. There we go. So that's the beginnings of that. Let me go ahead and just fill in more of the roof here. I really need to record a little clip show type of deal and set it to some music to kind of commemorate the release, if you will, of, I guess, what you could consider the pre-alpha of this city, because there is still a lot I want to do, and I really can't emphasize that enough. What you see in the 2 world downloads that are up now, even in the most recent one, is probably only maybe a fifth or so of what I want to do with just the main city alone, let alone this city and, I want to say, 2 others that I want to branch off on various places. Well, 3 technically, but you get the idea. It's by no means is it a small project. And I've been going at it for a little over, well, no, I was going to say a little over 2 years, but it's actually been closer to 3 at this point. Granted, very little of the city from back then actually remains, but it's been an active project for that long, basically. So here we've got the roof line and all that good stuff. I'm just going to go ahead and stretch out this fence here just to enclose the yard completely. How are we doing time-wise? Still got about 6 minutes left. Alright. Alright. Starting to get dark, too. Lovely. So, what am I going to do with this roof here? Well, what I'm thinking is, I'm just going to put these 2 in the middle and have the dark oak like that. I'm going to use more of the hardened clay just to frame that. Put that in the middle, like so. And there we have it. So that is the front of the house, obviously. Let me just go ahead and put in the little concrete patio just so as to have that done. So we'll just do that, bring that around to the driveway, or where the driveway will be. That is not at the moment. So there's the front of the house. Now let's see, what else is there to be done? Well, let's go ahead and do the layouts for the rooms here. Throw down some glowstone real quick. So, to start, we're going to divvy up the bedrooms here. This is going to be the bathroom, kind of tucked away here. Let's see, this will be one of the bedrooms. There will be a little walkway going from the garage into the house here. So I'll just do that. And, oh, that's right. Yeah, I usually build this one out by 1 block just to give a little bit more square footage or cube footage. However, that would translate into Minecraft, into the bedroom. There's going to be a little closet in there. And I'll put that over at the top, like so. And, this strikes me as being smaller than it usually is. Oh, right, because normally I do it like this. Yep, so then this will lead into this bedroom, and this will lead into this one, which will give us 1 more extra block for the bathroom, which is great. So there's that. And let's see, there's going to be a fireplace here. Just going to go ahead and make up the walls that are going to divide the kitchen from the rest of the space. Alright, so let's fill in the ceiling now, even though that's kind of a tedious and annoying thing that probably should be best left for off camera. There's still a decent amount of time left, and I kind of want to try to do this in phases. So I figure, may as well just bite the bullet and get it all done in one go. I think that works. I guess this can be... We'll put a little hall closet in there. I don't think I had included that in my other houses of this floor plan, but since the space is there, it might as well be used, right? That's how I see it. This is just a simple vaulted ceiling. There aren't going to be any beams or anything intricate like that. It's just going to follow the roof line, basically. That's already done. So, I suppose I will put in a couple of glowstone blocks. And maybe just end the video early, because it's only about 12 minutes long at this point. So, let's see, we'll put in one here, another here, another directly over the kitchen. So it's pretty well lit now. Let me go ahead and build the overhang for the patio. That's just kind of an added luxury that isn't really necessary, but I kind of like adding it to these houses. So that gives a little bit of outdoor living space that kind of has the impression of it being finished. Like it wasn't just an afterthought or a third-party landscaping or something, but it was kind of built on with the house. I'll just use these pillars here to support it. I mean, even though that's not necessary because Minecraft physics, but you know what I mean. Now, did I... Okay. I think this is supposed to be 1 block longer so I can have the thing in the middle. Yep. So let me just go ahead and build it up by 1 more block. Then I will move the support pillar out there. And there we go. So, that is the first part of this little Let's Build. There will be probably 2, maybe 3 more parts. I might even actually finish this, or furnish this, just as kind of a working with small spaces special type of deal. So, yeah. As always, thank you very much for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please feel free to leave a like or a comment or subscribe or whatnot. If you didn't enjoy the video, then please leave some constructive criticism instead. I can always stand to benefit from learning what to do perhaps better in ongoing videos and all that sort of stuff. So, again, thanks for watching, and hopefully I will see you in the next part.